Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case that began in Dothan, Alabama. In October of 1992, a 26-year-old mother of four went out for a night with friends at a local nightclub. She was last seen in the parking lot around 4 a.m., and then she was gone. No calls, no sightings, no trace. More than 33 years have passed, and her family is still waiting for answers. They believe someone knows what happened that night, and they're praying that person will finally come forward. This is the story of Geral Walker. Geral Denise Walker was 26 years old in the fall of 1992. She was a devoted mother to four children living in southeast Alabama. She stood between 5'1" and 5'3", weighed between 120 and 135 pounds, and had black hair and brown eyes. She had a gap in between her front teeth, a small scar at the left corner of her mouth, a cesarean section scar, and pierced ears. She sometimes used the name Tiffany Wright. Her family remembers her as protective, loving, and steadfast, a mother who taught her children how to love each other and stick together. Her mother, Barbara Walker, described Geral as her help and her strength. October 1st, 1992. A Thursday night in Dothan. Geral went out with friends to the Salt and Pepper Lounge, a nightclub in the 1200 block of Reeves Street. She wore a black short-sleeved sweater, black tights, and black shoes. It was meant to be a simple night out, but Geral never made it home. The last verified sighting of Geral Denise Walker was in the parking lot of the Salt and Pepper Lounge around 4 o'clock a.m. on October 2nd, 1992. After that moment, she vanished. Her daughter, Shanika, was just 11 years old. She remembers waking up the next morning with the sense that something was terribly wrong. The next morning, Mama never came home, she recalled. So I had to call my grandmother and tell her Mama was not at home. Mama never made it back home. The Salt and Pepper Lounge had a reputation, a troubling one. In the months surrounding Geral's disappearance, the club was the scene of multiple violent incidents. Just 8 days after she went missing, 2 people were shot and wounded inside the building. Then, in December 1992, 3 more people were shot, and a security guard passed away from his injuries. The lounge's license was revoked in 1993 after years of police responses to the assaults, shootings, and burglaries. By the time it closed, Geral had been missing for over a year. These incidents don't explain what happened to Geral, but they do paint a clear picture of the environment that she was last seen in. Lieutenant Scott Owens with the Dothan Police Department has called this one of the most frustrating cases they've ever worked. It's almost like she vanished into thin air, he said. And that's the most frustrating part for investigators. The department has never closed the case. It remains on their list of active homicides, not because they can confirm a homicide occurred, but because they cannot rule one out. We are not forgetting about this case, Owens said. It's on our list of active homicides. Even though we are not sure it is a homicide, that's how important it is to us. So, what happened to Geral Walker in that parking lot? Investigators have long suspected that she encountered foul play. There is no evidence she left voluntarily. She had 4 children she loved, a life she was actively living, and nothing in her history suggested she would just walk away. But without witnesses, without physical evidence, and without any clear direction as to what happened to Geral, the case has remained cold for 33 years. One of the greatest challenges in this investigation has been the passage of time. Lieutenant Owens had pointed out that memories fade, witnesses move away or pass on, and any potential evidence that night has long deteriorated. But he still believes that someone knows what happened. Someone knows, he said, and it's going to be significant enough that they'll remember it probably for the rest of their lives. We just need them to share that with us. He emphasized that cases like this can break open from the smallest detail. He said it's one witness away, one piece of evidence away. We are always one piece away from solving any case we have. For Geral's family, the pain of not knowing has been a constant burden. Her sister, Geral Walker, said she can't believe Geral would have left on her own. Something happened to her for her to not come home that night, she said. Her daughter, Shanika, still struggles every Mother's Day, a day that reminds her of the love that she lost all too soon. She said it's real hard, and she doesn't like for that day to come around anymore. Each year, on Geral's birthday, her family holds a candlelight vigil. They gather, light candles, and hope that wherever Geral is, she can feel their love. Her other daughter, Toshiba Walker, said it was hard growing up without a mother, not knowing what happened to her, just wondering. Shanika said we need closure. We're begging anybody. We just need her. And her mother, Barbara, said she prays for the person responsible to finally step forward. Geral was a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, and later a grandmother. She loved her children, and her family says she never would have abandoned them. And yet, for 33 years, she has been gone. As of December 2025, Geral Denise Walker's case remains unsolved. No arrests, no confirmed sightings, no evidence revealing what might have happened to her. Central Alabama CrimeStoppers is offering a $5,000 reward for information that leads to answers. Even after 33 years, her family is still waiting for that missing piece that could finally reveal the truth. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of Geral Denise Walker. If you have any information about the disappearance or whereabouts of Geral Walker, contact the Dothan Police Department. You can also submit anonymous tips to the Central Alabama CrimeStoppers. Text 215-STOP to 738477 or download the free P3 Tips app. You can find that information in the description below. As we close out this episode, remember to share Geral's story to help bring continued attention to her case. Follow Hunting for Answers for updates on this case and others like it. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more true crime stories and case updates. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to share your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.